Hi, I'm Victoria Pendleton. I'm probably known best for being a track cyclist on the Great Britain team. I'm a double gold and silver Olympic medalist and 9 times world champion. I'd like to introduce you to the other passion in my life. These are my 2 beautiful dogs, Stella and Mr. Jonty, that I've had for 2.5 years since they were pups. My dogs play a very important role in my life. Not only are they my new training partners, but I think they're my soulmates too, and I love nothing more than spending my time relaxing with them and taking them for walks. As a dog lover, I can't wait to attend Crufts this year. It's the biggest and best celebration of dogs.
And welcome to the action, which has already just started for the small championship here in the main ring. Our first performer has gone. That was Jean Tuck with Glenn, a Shetland sheepdog. And we're getting set now for our second competitor. This is the championship, and with me in the commentary box is Andrew Dicker, covering for the judge of this event, who normally commentates with me, because down there in the ring is Graham Partridge.
Good afternoon there, and lovely to be working with you again, Peter.
Thanks very much, Andrew. And so that's the voice you'll hear in the meantime as we watch Alan Bray with Tatty, this miniature poodle, second to go in the small championship final. All these dogs have qualified during the past 12 months by entering a competition which ended up with the qualifiers, the winners, getting a CC to come here to Crufts. They've taken part in 2 qualifying events this morning here in this arena and are now here in the final. We have 7 small dogs taking part. This is the second one we're watching. And you can see the time up there in the top corner. The numbers, the zeros underneath, those are the faults, and Alan has no faults with Tatty, this miniature poodle. Yeah, this little bitch is just 5 years old. So that gives you an either 39.94 clear for Alan Bray.
Next on the line, we've actually got Daughter Bray. And just seeing him coming up the contact there, that was brilliant. Pushing him into the tunnel, that's going to catch a few people out, I think, there, Peter, because the wrong end of the tunnel comes into play there.
Indeed. Well, we've now got Selena Bray with Shade, 4-year-old miniature poodle bitch. They come from Burbage in Leicestershire. 39.94 the time to beat. Shenandy One and Only is the actual name of the dog, and Shade's favourite hobby is agility.
And Selena's too, I think.
Oh,
that's a very tricky little section. That's very worky. Graham has set a superb course here. That was the technical bit. We're going to now have a bit of speed coming in, and at the end of the dog walk, they've got a sharp right turn into the near side of the tunnel.
And little Shade telling us all about it. Thinks it's wonderful. Barks all the way around the course.
I'm telling her mum just how important she is, and would you please hurry up? Come on, you've got to go faster than that. Wonderful.
37.45 puts her in the lead.
Most important, she was clear there, Peter. Very clear. That's super. Lovely little Shade running there. Nice tight turns. And solid contacts.
These little dogs are so deceptive over the ground. They run so fast. This little dog is called Spice. It's Cocker Spaniel. Fields by Liana, owned by Rosie Cavill from Newport, South Wales. 7-year-old bitch. So veteran in dog terms.
Rosie's done really well this year. She's part of the Great Britain team, which Graham, the judge, was the team manager in. Rosie, unfortunately, suffers big time with nerves, and so I think she actually feeds off them a bit here, but I'm expecting good things for her. She's a super handler, very tidy.
Well, serious adrenaline time getting out there in this ring. And I've got to say, the arena is already filling up because, of course, we have Best in Show coming later. This will be packed. 6,500 people will be in here. And at the culmination of this fantastic dog show. But these events, these activities, the agility, the fly ball, the obedience, all these sort of things going on in the main arena, really cool. Great entertainment. And it's a great round. 37 exactly, that's in the lead. Rosie Cavill goes into the lead.
That's going to put pressure on, but we've got 3 more to go now. That's Spice there, lovely weave entry, concentrating all the way, not taking anything for chance.
Well, we have 3 classes, of course. Here we have small, medium and large. It's the small competition, the small championship. And it is the championship. This is the big one. This is the one they all want to win. The most important, the Crufts Championship, the Agility Championship, and that's what every agility expert wants to win. Now we're looking at Amy Lawson now with Fudge. They come from Shaftesbury in Dorset. Fudge is a 6-year-old Sheltie bitch.
Very tidy around that section there. Just putting up, making for that seesaw to drop. They have to alight off the white bits, contact points, and they have to get them both on the up and on the down. And if they don't, you'll see Graham's hand go up, marking a fault.
We are looking at the absolute cream of British agility contestants in this event. This is a good time, could be in the lead, 37 to beat. Oh, it's exactly the same.
We have a tie.
30, that's to the 100th, 37 exactly. Goodness me.
We could go to 3 decimal places, so that probably won't be a tie either. I think I can separate that with the 3rd decimal place.
If that stays the same, we may get a runoff, which would be a first here, I think, at Crufts for us on television, but we'll see. Mark Wingate win next with a little dog who caused a sensation the other day. One of 2 wonderful toy poodles. This is a 4-year-old dog called Big. It doesn't half go. You'll hear the crowd go with this. They love it. This little dog became an agility champion this year, rather last year in 2012. Won the Nations Cup and the British Open semi-final at the Kennel Club Festival, but they've got 5.
That's the first 5 that we've had, isn't it?
It is. I'm sorry we've lost the clock at the moment, so we'll need a hand timing, but there are 5 faults.
Very talkative. What a super little man. He's had a superb year, though, he really has. And just to get to this point, as we said in the at the start, it is the absolute pinnacle. Oh, yeah, very clear there. That obviously is electrified, that white bit. Definitely can't touch that.
They were the fastest, but the 5 faults will stop them winning it. So only one more to go. We've still got a dead heat of 37 seconds with Rosie Carroll and Amy Lawson. Bernadette Bay now, who can certainly travel here with Zaz. This is a 4-year-old Sheltie bitch from Fittleworth in West Sussex.
Bernadette, forgive me for saying, but an old hand at this. She's got a very sensible head. She knows exactly what she needs to do. And I think we just wait and watch something a bit special coming up here. That beautiful running contact coming down there. Tight as a drum round there. That's very good. Wait for that seesaw to drop. Off she goes. Good.
Testing course, I think, that Graham set, that these little dogs seem to be making mincemeat of. We've got 1 5 only so far. 1 penalty only from all the 7 contestants we've seen. This is fast. I'm not sure if it's fast enough. 37 it's going to be. It's going to be fast enough. It is, it is, it is. It is. 36.54 will take the championship for the small dogs.
Well, I did say we expect something spectacular, and Bernadette knew exactly what she needed to do there. Just under half a second she had to play with, and I bet you she was counting it too.
I bet she was on edge, but there we go. 36.64. Bernadette Bay wins the championship for small dogs. Well done, Bernadette. Congratulations.
That is also, I believe, the 2nd year she's done it. She did it last year as well with the same dog.
She did. I think you're right. In fact, I know you're right. The course has now been slightly raised because now we come to the medium dogs, and we've got 8 of them taking part. Some of the best known names, Bernadette's going again of course in this, but we've got some of the best known names in agility taking part. They're having a little bit of trouble there on the finish line, just making sure of course that the triggers for the timer are going to be neatly in line. Graham just checking that, because we have had trouble with it. These are sent up to us by the arena, nothing to do with the television company, so we're very reliant on what they set out there in the ring. So here we go with the medium dogs. This is Sam Lane with Dime, which is a 5-year-old working Cocker Spaniel dog. The 3rd time for them at Crufts, and Dame is Sam Lane's first agility dog, and a noisy one as well.
Sam also very experienced handler here. don't think I've ever seen her run any dog without a hat on anywhere, come rain, wind or shine, indoors or outdoors.
Should emphasise the hat's on Sam, not on the dog. This is a nice little cocker, isn't it? And it's a good time. It's as fast as the small dogs. It's even faster than the small dogs, is it? Not quite. 36.5, yes it was. But this is a separate competition. 36.5 for Sam Lane.
Finally coming to the end of the week here, and they've got used to the surface. Surface starts off at the beginning of on Thursday, a little bit slippery. They're not used to it, but now they've found their feet, so to speak.
So now we've got Neil Ellis with Chester. There's a 7-year-old, a Sprocker Spaniel, which is a Springer Cocker cross. Come from Blandford Forum in Dorset. 7-year-old dog is Chester.
He was running another dog earlier for somebody else, and this is the one that he's got through to the final. This is his own dog, and I think he got his ticket at Axstane, I think. I may be wrong, and maybe wrong. No doubt he'll tell me.
Yes, he hasn't actually written it down. Oh, and they got a 5. They got a 5 there. Coming off the end of the dog walk. We'll see that again in just a moment. Never mind, it was still a good time. It was an even faster time, 35.17, but the 5 faults.
He actually had the cheek there to look up at the time as your dog was in the tunnel. That just came off there at the bottom. Good spot there by the judge, Graham Partridge. Doesn't miss a trick, that one.
He doesn't.
I know, he's marked me several times.
Listen, he sat up here next to me often. He's been commentating all week, and no, he's very, very observant. On the start line, we have Stephen Richardson from Wigton with Libby, who is a 6.5-year-old crossbred bitch. Ibby's won the CSJ and the Pro Plan Masters final this year. Also coming second in both rounds of the medium competition at Olympia. What are they going to do here?
Am I right in thinking, Peter, wasn't this the dog that stopped in?
Yes,
yes, we won't say any more about that.
No, it was. It stopped the competition and the internet actually for a while with 1.8 million hits when it stopped for a poo on the course. We're not going to do that today.
Or mention it.
Been well exercised before. We said we wouldn't mention it.
Fantastic, absolutely.
35.76 puts them in the lead. It just shows how well that little dog would have done last year if it hadn't stopped.
I'm not even going to go there with some of the puns that are just going through my head right now. Let's just have a look at him through the weaves there. That was very quick. Now we've got Amanda.
We have indeed. Amanda Hansen with Rogue. They come from Stoke-on-Trent, and Rogue is a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever, 6-year-old bitch. Fantastic dog and loves competing in agility. And Rogue qualified in 4 events for this year's Crufts. Fantastic.
Actually, Amanda in her own right is a superb handler. She's part of the Great Britain team as well, and a regular in there as well. Oh, we had a good look at that. He's right in the right place to see that she must have got it.
So all these people really competing in front of their former team manager in agility, Graham Partridge. He's the judge there and doing a terrific job. He's moving well around the course. He's set a very neat little course for himself to observe everything possible. That's the aim of the judge, to get the course as observable as it can be.
I was talking to Graham earlier about this. It's not the hardest course in the world, but with the Crufts factor, that's the cameras, the crowd, the occasion, it certainly adds to it.
37.78 puts them in 3rd place. That was clear.
Into 3rd place, Stephen Richardson still leading. Now we've got a little dinky demon here.
Nice little dog, the Toller.
Demon, the Kelpie, 7 years old, agility champion, Dinky Demon of Down Under. So Helen and Demon.
Another agility champion on the start line, Helen Anderson from Norwich with Demon, a 7-year-old Kelpie dog. This came from Battersea Dogs Home, rescued at 7 months old. He doesn't always wait, but he waits until he doesn't actually start the competition until it breaks the beam on the first jump.
This is one of the fastest dogs on the circuit, I tell you. When she gets it right, she's almost untouchable.
Well, at one time it was Border Collies were the fastest dogs on the course, but now the Kelpie seems to have taken over. But they tend to be a little bit reckless at times. Can they hang this one together? Helen and Demon.
That beautiful control. I did think that after that long jump, the jump ahead of it was going to come into play, but all the handlers are picking that out and controlling their dogs.
This is very fast indeed. Oh, wow. My word. 34.53 clear. That's going to take a bit of beating. But the people who can beat it, well, they are coming up, I've got to say. We have 3 who could beat that.
If memory serves me right, I think the winner this morning had a time of about 34 seconds, and that was a 10-metre shorter course.
My word. Well, this is Bernadette Bay. We've just seen her win with the small dog, with Agility Champion Obey. It's got pizzazz. Well, this is Agility Champion Obey Truly Balanced. They come from Fittleworth in West Sussex, as I said. 10-year-old Sheltie dog, this. Sheltie bitch, rather. Called Zen.
Has a lot to say about life, the universe and everything.
I think
he looked at that one again, didn't he?
He did. I think these Shelties are so cute.
Oh my goodness me.
And a refusal. And a refusal and an elimination in the end there. That unfortunate went on to the correct jump but had missed one out, so that counts as an elimination. So unlucky Bernadette, you're not going to be a double champion this year.
Thing is that Zen won't know that she's been eliminated and actually just have it a blast.
And they'll get a wonderful cuddle at the end as usual. Yes, of course. They love it. They love agility, these dogs. And the handlers too. That's why they do it. But sad that, missing the one jump, and there, the signal, the arms crossed. That's the elimination.
Here we have now Sian.
Sian Illingworth, yes, with Jazzy, 9-year-old Border Collie bitch. They come from Shirley in Surrey.
Yeah, Sian's one of these who's come through the YKC ranks.
It's her first agility dog as well. We don't have a clock on this one, so it's going to be hand-timed. We'll have to wait for confirmation of the time at the end. I think they're clear in faults. I think
I haven't seen Graham signal it.
No,
I know she was very fast on the seesaw.
I'm trying to watch, but no, that's a good round. But we'll have to wait for the time.
I know she's very fast, this little dog. She's a smashing little dog, is Jazzy. Oh, accelerates and just comes to a screaming halt at the end there, just to get the tip.
34.44. It is the fastest round. They're in the lead. Goodness me, it's getting faster all the time. Well, if anyone can beat it, this lady can. Natasha Wise, 3-time world champion, with Dizzy, 6-year-old Border Collie bitch. An amazing agility, a triple world champion in 2012. Just fantastic.
I'm actually looking at her commentary card to see if, I don't think there's anything on there she hasn't actually won, Peter.
She hasn't won the boat race. Mind she didn't enter that. So here we go. Natasha and Dizzy. What can they do here?
I still have
terrific time to beat. Sorry. Oh, that was very close. But no. He's marked it. Came in from the side, and I think that's why he marked it, but that's a 5, so she can't do it. And it does mean that Sian Illingworth is going to have won this competition.
No, and she's been eliminated as well. Natasha had enough. Dizzy has done so much for her this year that she deliberately eliminated her, put her in the wrong end of the tunnel, and ran her out. Dizzy doesn't know she's done any wrong at that point. And is just going away to have a bit of fun. And
in any case, Natasha has won enough. But that's Sian Illingworth who wins the medium championship there with Jazzy. Well done, Sian. So 2 winners so far. We've got Bernadette Bay winning the small dog competition and Sian Illingworth winning the medium competition.
Just getting ready to do the large dog competition here, as Peter was saying. We've got 8 dogs in this.
That's right, 8 dogs in the large championship. The jumps have all been raised to the maximum height. I should add that Andrew, sitting beside me, is the chair of the Thames Dog Training Club. He competes himself, and of course he's an international judge, so it's great having such an expert beside me. Here we go then with the large championship. This is the championship they all want to win, and Diane Bissett is first with Echo, an 8.5-year-old working sheepdog called Agility Champion Midnight Hero, Echo for short. 4th time competing at Crufts for Echo. He was injured actually last year and had to be pulled out of the competition, which was a great shame. Doing fine this time. And these bigger dogs appear to be slower over the course, but we'll see at the end whether they are or not. Oh, an elimination the wrong way, wrong end of the tunnel. What a shame.
It's the one advantage that the smaller and the medium dogs have. They can get the speed coming down the tunnel, down the dog walk under control, and actually their turning circles are much tighter. And that poor old dog there just overcooked it slightly, went in the wrong end of the tunnel. She tried so hard to correct it.
Yeah, we'll see that moment here. Down they come. Oh, the indication was very clear. Oh, she's cross.
And a little bit of a rain dance at the end.
Oh, yeah, she was a bit upset at that. Oh. Never mind. That's the way it goes. They made the final of the championship at Crufts, even if they didn't win it. Now, we've got a guy on the start line now who is amazingly deceptive here at Crufts, Will Rolfe. Crufts brings out the best of him. His dog is called Scoot. It's a border collie, a 7-year-old bitch. Agility champion Nedlow Black Magic. Scoot for short.
I thought you said when he was deceptive. I would say he's only 27 years old. This is actually our last year's winner.
It is. That's why I said his record at Crufts is absolutely terrific. It brings out the very best in him.
Do you remember? I think he last year he fell over and still managed to win last year.
That's correct. That's right. He did. Now what's he going to do here? This dog is very quick. This is one reason why I say it's deceptive, because Will doesn't seem to be moving particularly fast around, but he's always in the right position. It's a great time. 35.49. That's going to set the target. 35.49.
We have a clear in the clubhouse, and now the pressure's on the rest of them. They've all got to beat that.
Yes, going second in this competition really does put the pressure on everybody else who's coming after. Well done, Will. Well, next we've got Bonnie Quick from Aberdeen with Hayley, a 5-year-old Kelpie Cross Collie bitch. Redwood Trail of Flames is the full name. And she says really her main hope is just to enjoy herself here. Well, I'm sure they have done already, but they've made the final. And that's really perhaps all they could have expected. And let's see how well they can go. Taking that a little bit wide, though.
The problem is with the larger dogs there, Peter, they are faster sometimes, but they also need the traction. This is another handler who everyone recognises her by her attire, very famous hat.
And the ponytail is pretty spectacular as well. Very nicely handled there. Not going to go into the lead. Oh,
so close to the dog walk.
So near, wasn't it?
But it didn't.
39.43. They're in second place at the moment. I don't think they'll stay there with that. Will Rolfe still in the lead. This is Becca, a 6-year-old working sheepdog bitch. Comes from Barnard Castle with owner and handler Jackie Tarm. Agility champion Morgan's Halloween Cracker is the full name. Then Jackie, what can you do here? 35.49 is the time.
As you said, Peter, in your introduction to me, I compete against most of these week in, week out, and I have to say I'm beaten by them most weeks, week in, week out as well.
That's very humble of you to admit it. Ooh, and that's, yes.
No, he's marked that as a 5. He gave us a difficult signal.
He did.
It is a 5.
He nearly did an elimination signal. Yeah. It came out with a 5. So it's just 5 penalties, but that stops them winning. Oh, what a shame. A heck of a time. Look at that. 33.8, but not going to be good enough.
There we have Graham, the judge, just checking that the scribe, his wife there, Pat, understood exactly the signals he gave.
And I think we might be able to see it here. To see the signal he gives. jumps off too soon there. It's nearly that's it. He nearly brought his arms across. So that was Jackie Tarn. Now here we've got Dawn Weaver with Breezer. They come from Portland. Breezer is a 6-year-old beardy cross border collie bitch. Sad story for Dawn. She lost one of her dogs, a Papillon. If you know of anyone who's acquired a Papillon since 16th of September last year, do let Dawn know. And because she's heartbroken that she's lost this dog, she's offering a reward for it, and it was a wonderful competitor for her. Anyway, back to this run.
Thank you on her behalf. Thank you, Peter.
Oh, and 5 there. What a shame. Dawn's been a wonderful competitor over the years, and 2 got a refusal there.
She has a refusal, and actually I think the dog has very slightly hurt itself by knocking it over, and Dawn very wisely has pulled Breezer out.
Oh, that's a shame.
She's an exceptionally brilliant handler and puts her dogs absolutely first.
I can just reiterate that she has lost this dog. Yes, we see that.
Picking up on what Peter said about Dancer, if you do have any information, I suggest anyone at the Kennel Club or contact the Kennel Club. They'll put you in touch with Dawn.
Yes, thanks very much for that, Andrew. Sean Hunt here with Fix, a 5-year-old border collie dog, agility champion. Get in a Fix is the full name. They're great names, aren't they? They come from Cheltenham, and the time to beat is 35.49.
I have to say, I'm always in awe of Sean. He goes around the course looking like he's just out on a quiet Sunday stroll, and I tell you what, he's one of the fastest handlers I've met.
Oh dear.
He's taking that pole there.
5. Making it... actually, it does show up. This course has its difficulty, and those little dogs, which move around so fast, don't seem to have as much trouble as the larger dogs.
I think it's considerably harder for the larger dogs because of the speed factor.
And also, they're more used to running on grass, aren't they? And the heavier dogs will probably find the beige carpet just a little bit more difficult to get grip.
As you see there, he just little slip before takeoff in his 35.75, and it gained him that 5 faults there, but Sean won't mind.
Well, we have 2 to go. This is Ruby. Ruby is a 7-year-old border collie bitch. They come from Lechlade, and Anthony Clark is the handler and owner. Ruby became an agility champion last year. They've represented Team GB on 5 occasions at the European Open and the World Championships.
Certainly Anthony's another one who's come through the YKC ranks. An exceptionally brilliant handler, and has a stable of very, very talented dogs.
And this must be one of his best. This is Ruby, 7-year-old bitch. And I think they're quick. You can see the clock there at the top, but I think this is quick.
He has the distinct advantage of having legs very, very long, which helps him to get to places that most normal people can't, I have to say.
Nicely through the weave. This is good. Time to beat, 35.49. They're going to do it, I think. Oh, it's the same time. 35.45. They have just done it. 0.04 of a second ahead. My word. That was so tight.
We have the second part here, just to intercede your interest. We just had Ant, and now we've got Deck.
That's right. Declan Dolan here from Ireland, from Dublin, with his veteran 10-year-old collie bitch called Bonnie.
He's had a hell of a Crufts, hasn't he?
He has.
In the international teams, everything.
Just knocked back into second place in one of the earlier events. I mean, yeah, tremendous performance.
And actually one of the nicest guys out
in the
as well.
international event, of course, he was second.
That's right, yes.
And again, he doesn't appear to be racing around, but the dog is moving very fast, and he positions himself very well. Different handling techniques coming in all the time here. That was a little bit wide. That cost him a little bit.
That jump at the end there, it really does draw them out there.
It's placed there for a reason. He's not going to get that. No, 36.52. And that means hard luck Declan there. Great performance.
But he's a superb handler, and actually every time he does a round with the dogs, he's absolutely thrilled to pieces with it. and hopefully we might be able to see his cheer at the end there as they come through the finish line, and he just goes wild.
Didn't quite make it. And it does mean that Anthony Clark from Lechlade with Ruby, the 7-year-old Border Collie bitch, win the large championship here at Crufts 2013. So the ring's going to be cleared now so that the presentations can be made. We do have a wonderful series of events for you to enjoy this afternoon into the evening, of course. Next we have a demonstration by the West Midlands Police. That's following the presentation, of course, to the championship finalists. And then at 4:45 UK time there'll be a presentation of the Police Dog Team Operational and Humanitarian Action of the Year. At 5 o'clock we have the YKC Stakes final and presentation, and the group judging for the working and pastoral groups start at 5:15. Working group first. I'll be joined by Frank Kane in the commentary box for that, and the pastoral group will follow that, and Jessica Home and Frank Kane will be commentating on most of that. I may start it off, we'll see how it goes. But after that there is a short break in the ring whilst all the timings get right, because with this all the coverage from here goes live on Channel 4 in the UK tonight. Channel 4 goes on the air at 5:30, but the final part of it, which is the heel work to music demonstration, the Friends for Life competition, which has been a wonderful competition, so the last hour of our programme from here, and at 7:30 we get the Best in Show taking place. The last hour of everything that happens in this arena is live on Channel 4 television in the UK this evening. So we just have to get the timings absolutely right for that. Great to be back on terrestrial television, as well as the webcast. We've been on More 4 all week, but Channel 4 has taken it on for Best in Show tonight. We're delighted about that. Getting ready for the presentation now. The three winners: Bernadette Bay, Shana Illingworth and Anthony Clark.
Anyway, it's now presentation time.
Coming into the ring now, the winners and the competitors for this championship final. I think they all come in on this because it is the championship. Around the country there have been something like 29 competitions. I'll have to check with Andrew, but I'm not far off with that. Which have been identical to today's competition here. A jumping final, an agility final. The top 50% in those who haven't been eliminated go on to the final, and that's what we had here. That winner qualified for Crufts, and we end up with this wonderful collection taking part in the final here today, who have gone through all that already today. 3 competitions to get to this point, and we have 3 winners.
Very rarely will you see so many top handlers there.
And of course, even better for the handlers who are in the awards. I would like to welcome to present the awards this evening Steve Croxford. Steve's a member of the Kennel Club General Committee.
Well, the award's going to be presented by Steve Croxford, a member of the Kennel Club General Committee, and an agility competitor of some renown from, shall we say, way back.
He's not bad, he's not bad. He's actually recovering at the moment. He's just had reconstructive surgery on his knee, so...
So he's presenting there to my colleague Graham Partridge and the judge of that competition. Well done, Graham. Terrific course, well set.
Yeah, 3 super courses today. Didn't we say we weren't going to pay him any compliments today?
Yeah, we'll take it back.
Okay.
So here come the presentations.
A reserve ticket in a small class with a clear of 37.007 is Rosie Cannell with Phil Smiley-Anna.
So that's the runner-up in the small.
It's Rosie Cavill there and her dog Spice.
And the winner in the small championships. A well-deserved win for Bernadette Bay with agility.
Bernadette Bay, as you saw. Well done, Bernadette. With Zaz, is it?
That's right, yeah. I won't say that we try and say pizzas, but it is actually pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
It's got pizzazz. Superb handler, and as I said at the start, got her wise old head.
Helen Anderson then, the reserve in the medium.
She'll be absolutely thrilled with that, Peter.
That was the reserve.
All the way from Norfolk, I think she is.
The winner of the medium championships in 34.44 seconds, Sian Illingworth.
And that was the fastest round of the day. That was clear. Well done. Sian Illingworth together with Jazzy takes the medium championship.
Now we come to the large
Two
championships.
lovely ladies and two superb. That's a superb result all the way there.
Just at the end there. The winner of the reserve place last
Two
year's
young
winner,
ladies in the
one of
small,
our
two young
most
ladies in the
senior
medium,
handlers, I
and
believe,
the large is reserved for
in the reserve
Will Rolfe.
place, it's Will Rolfe with agility
Well done,
champion,
Will.
Menlo Black Magic. Well done, Will.
He was holding on to the lead for a long time, but he's got second place.
After coming through the YKC ranks, it's young Anthony Clark takes a ticket in.
Anthony Clark then with Ruby takes the large championship. What a moment for him.
Yeah, he'll be absolutely thrilled with that. He's a smashing guy, and he does an awful lot for agility.
Very well done to all three of the winners there and the three runners-up as
round of
well.
applause, a fantastic display of agility as they make their way out of the arena on their lap of honour.
So there, Selena Bray leading them all out. Huge applause from the crowd there. And
Super competition, well-deserved applause. It is great. And the arena team who are coming in at the side there, and you'll see them in just a minute as the camera comes round, the people in pink who made it work so well. They set the course up, they checked it, they did everything as they applaud the competitors out. Congratulations to them. What a fabulous team.
yeah, most of these guys are agility people as well, so they really appreciate what's going on out here.
And they do all this for nothing. They come along because they love it.